Golden State's performances have been nothing short of spectacular this season, showcasing their dominance game after game and raising hopes that they'll once again ascend to the top of the league. Something remarkable is stirring in the Bay Area. The greatest team of the modern NBA era is emerging from a period of struggle, reclaiming their rightful position at the pinnacle of the sport. Although it's still early in the season and the unpredictable nature of basketball leaves room for surprises, the Warriors, led by the unstoppable Steph Curry, are reminding everyone of their true identity. With each game, they exemplify the championship spirit ingrained in their DNA, surpassing expectations and silencing their critics. The Warriors have truly captivated me this preseason. I've followed every game, analyzing each pass and play, and they didn't just stand out, they achieved an incredible 6 for 6. Their ball movement and team chemistry were nothing short of spectacular, reminiscent of their 2022 squad. Currently, they're at the pinnacle of the Western Conference, being the sole NBA team in the top 4 for both offensive and defensive ratings. Additionally, they occupy the second position in the NBA power rankings. I've analyzed the statistics, and the conclusion's simple. They're one of the top contenders. Did you see what happened on Sunday, November 10th? The Warriors put on quite a show. The Warriors didn't just defeat the Thunder, they completely dominated them, jumping out to a 30-point lead and then teasing them with a flicker of hope before snatching it away. In recent seasons, the Golden State Warriors encountered a significant issue. While they still possess the most formidable player in NBA history, there was a major drawback. Steph was their sole asset. Whenever he faced injuries or took a seat on the bench, the team faltered, resembling the struggling 2020 Warriors at the bottom of the standings. However, this year marked a change. When Steph appeared to be limping due to those nagging injuries, I looked at the upcoming schedule and thought, this is the critical moment. They were about to go up against the New Orleans Pelicans in consecutive games, led by Zion Williamson, often referred to as the mini Shaq from Southern California. The Warriors showcased their dominance by thoroughly outplaying the Pelicans, overwhelming them with remarkable ease. Kuminga contributed with 7 assists and 12 points, and his presence was felt. I anticipated the Warriors would perform well this season, but I didn't expect them to be this exceptional. Even in the absence of Steph Curry, they didn't just defeat a team eager for revenge, they utterly dismantled them. If that wasn't enough, in their following matchup, the Warriors took on a Rockets team that had just secured a victory against the Mavericks, where both Luka and Kyrie scored around 30 points. Nevertheless, the Curry-less Warriors handled the situation effectively, defeating the Rockets as well. Buddy Hield was phenomenal as always, showcasing his skills on the court. It genuinely feels like the Warriors have acquired a version of prime Klay Thompson, at least offensively, given Buddy's current performance. While averaging 18 points per game may not seem extraordinary, shooting 50% from the field and an impressive 49% from beyond the arc is a game changer. In the first 10 games of the season, the Warriors encountered their first significant challenge and emerged victorious. Next up was what I would describe as an anger management game for Draymond, facing off against his former teammate Jordan Poole. To my surprise, he maintained his composure and excelled. However, once that game was behind them, another test awaited, a road trip against the Celtics, Cavaliers, and Thunder. These 3 teams are firmly in the championship mix this season, and the Warriors are set to face them in quick succession. They excelled in the initial test, which felt more like a casual quiz, but this matchup against the Celtics was akin to the final exam of the first semester. The Warriors truly embodied their mantra of strength in numbers. While Curry showcased his usual electrifying performance, it was a collective team effort that was essential to overcome the defending champions, and they executed it flawlessly. Just look at the bench. 3 players reached double figures, highlighting the depth that distinguishes this team. Conversely, this game held personal significance for Jason Tatum. After facing criticism all summer for being benched during the Olympics, he entered the game determined to prove himself. Tatum was focused, scoring 32 points with an impressive 10 for 12 shooting. However, despite Tatum's remarkable performance, Steph Curry reminded everyone of his prowess, sinking shots effortlessly. Against the Cavaliers, it was one of those games that you simply have to forget and move on from. Sometimes a team gets incredibly hot and can't miss, and in a league where success hinges on making shots, there's little you can do about it. That's just the nature of the NBA. After that, the NBA saw the Thunder make their move, but the Warriors responded like true champions, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander spearheading the Thunder's efforts. They appeared poised to disrupt the season, yet the Warriors were unfazed, dismantling them with authority. Although they faced a moment of concern when a 30-point lead dwindled, they ultimately secured the victory, sending a clear message that the Warriors are back in business. Following this matchup, the stage was set for an epic clash against the reigning Western Conference champions, marked by the highly anticipated return of the Splash Brother. The Warriors faced off against the reigning Western Conference champions at their peak performance, with Luka showcasing his skills, Kyrie on the court, and Derek Lively making his return. Klay Thompson was on fire from beyond the arc, hitting big-time triples. Despite all this, the Warriors managed to secure the victory. This wasn't merely a game, it was a classic showdown, a battle of the Splash Brothers that'll be remembered for years to come. The Warriors are looking impressive so far, and what sets this team apart is their remarkable depth. With a roster that goes 13 players deep, everyone can contribute fully without the risk of exhaustion. Consider this, Steph Curry's averaging less than 30 minutes on the court this season, and not a single Warrior is overworked. Steve Kerr is managing the team like an Olympic squad, consistently rotating 5 fresh players to maintain energy levels and keep Jason Tatum on edge. The strategy is already yielding significant results, as evidenced by those long-range shots hitting the mark. Coach Steve Kerr has emphasized the importance of streamlining the offensive strategy for younger players while preserving the fast-paced actions and movements that characterize Golden State basketball. Additionally, he's exploring some of the new approaches they're implementing this year that have contributed to their success. Wiggins has also been an essential player for the Warriors, and much of their resurgence can be traced back to his performance in 2022, particularly in how he's resumed attacking the basket over the past couple of seasons. Whether it stemmed from being out of shape or lacking confidence after injuries, he wasn't driving to the hoop like he did in 2022. The aggressive version of Andrew Wiggins is precisely what Golden State needs on offense. Additionally, his three-point shooting has been impressive this season, hitting 41% from beyond the arc on nearly 5 attempts per game, a significant increase from last season's 35% on 3 attempts. Wiggins' contributions extend beyond offense. His defense has also been outstanding. He's taken on the challenge of guarding some of the league's top scorers, such as Tatum and SGA, managing to limit Tatum to just 2 of 7 shooting in the first half. Against SGA, Wiggins was the primary defender on several possessions, holding him to 24 points, showcasing his development into an elite two-way player. The collective effort from the Golden State Warriors has enabled them to utilize a 12-man rotation, a rarity in the NBA. This approach means that players can rotate in and out every 5 minutes, maintaining peak performance without fatigue. As a result, Steph Curry doesn't have to log excessive minutes each game, allowing him to perform at his highest level against top competition. However, this strategy relies heavily on having a strong bench, which the Warriors possess, boasting one of the best bench units in history. Currently, their bench contributes an impressive 59.6 points per game, leading the league and marking the highest output in the first 10 games of a season in the last 50 years. This exceptional performance not only keeps the Warriors energized throughout the game, but also reduces mental mistakes on both offense and defense. During their championship-winning years, the Warriors were not particularly strong in terms of turnovers, consistently ranking high in that area. However, it appears they've come to understand the importance of being more strategic with the ball. Currently, the Warriors sit at 12th in the league for turnovers per game, averaging 14, which is a significant improvement compared to their last place finish in 2023 and 29th in 2022. The implementation of a 12-man rotation has not only reduced offensive mental lapses, but has also bolstered their defensive performance by minimizing breakdowns. New assistant coach Jerry Stackhouse, serving as the defensive coordinator, has played a crucial role in this transformation. His background as a former player has earned him the respect of the team, and he's been instrumental in addressing even the slightest defensive errors, contributing to the development of another elite Warriors defense. In their championship years, the Golden State Warriors consistently showcased elite defensive capabilities, ranking among the top 2 in 2015, 2016, and 2022. This season, they continue to demonstrate strong defensive prowess, currently positioned as having the 5th best defense in the NBA, complemented by the 3rd best offense. This combination makes the team a formidable two-way force. I genuinely believe the Warriors have a good opportunity to contend for at least the Western Conference title this season.